Days of Our Lives spoilers. Victor receives a goodbye letter. Chad and Jake push Gabi into prison. Orpheus's anger. Evan accuses murder. On the other update, all Duel fans know that Maggie Kyriakis was frustrated with herself and was constantly tormented about what she has done on Mother's Days that night. It was a deep pain when she realized that she had caused her friend's death, Adrian, and now another terrible news came, and it was also her sin. Her granddaughter was dead, caused by that accident. Days of Our Lives spoilers say that Maggie decided to end her life, but she thought that she has to write something to say goodbye to her husband. So all Duel fans know that Victor received Maggie's letter and he was nervous and panicked after reading Maggie's letter. He understood that what Maggie said in the letter meant a farewell to him. He wondered if she wanted to do. He was really shocked to realize that she was planning to commit suicide. How to save her? Who can replace him to do that? He quickly thought that only Xander helped him rescue Maggie because Xander loved her too. After that, he asked Xander to chase to prison to find a way to save her from of herself killing. As we all know that Xander showed up at the prison as quickly as possible, but he seemed to be a bit late because Maggie was hanging up. He rushed her down and sought to save her. Will she be saved by Xander successfully? Days reveal that Xander rescued Maggie from death, then he went to meet Sarah and he begged her to forgive him. He wanted Sarah to give him another chance to fix his mistakes. Does Sarah forgive Xander? We guess that Sarah will punish Xander in her own ways. Poor Xander, he was thrown out of his CEO position at Titan by Victor. Wait for DOOL's news to know exactly what will happen to Xander next. At that time, Kayla noticed the terrible news for Justin Kyriakis and Sunny Kyriakis. She learned that Adrian may not die and she is still alive. This will be shocking news for Gabi, Chad, and others. As we know that Evan went to the court to listen to the court's decision. Evan was accused of Jordan Ridgway's murder. After listening to the court's decision, Orpheus was very angry with that, so he planned to kidnap David Ridgway and also kidnap John Black. Orpheus was a real villain. He did all terrible things despite the results. He noticed to Marlena about John and he wanted some money from her. Marlena told Rafe all about Orpheus's demands and she hoped Rafe would have the way to save John out of Orpheus' clutches. At that time Zoe talked to Rafe that she will be with him and help him if he wants. She wanted to create the relationship between her and Rafe, so she tries to get Rafe's belief. Did Rafe believe Zoe's help? Keep in touch with the channel regularly to get the full information you want. Days of Our Lives spoilers say that Chad DiMera followed Gabi because he suspected that Gabi drugged Abigail. Unfortunately for Gabi, when Chad comes across the news from Ben when Ben was talking to Gabi about the drugs she has been using. At the same time, Jake was the one who wanted to blame Gabi, and of course, it's a chance for Chad to do that. Both Jake and Chad were the persons who wanted to put Gabi in prison. Chad supported the evidence for the police and promoted them to arrest Gabi soon. Of course, the police also followed Gabi and arrested Gabi after that. They will accuse her of drugging anesthetic, Abigail. What will happen with Gabi next? Meanwhile, Chad finds a way to help Abigail out of her hallucinations. He thinks about the drugs which Gabi received from Dr. Rolf. Chad and Abigail talk to each other about their future and they also plan what to do next. Of course, Abigail will follow Chad's plan. She will leave Salem to Bayview because Chad thinks that Abigail may feel better in Bayview and he had no real evidence, so Gabi will be released as soon as possible. There will be many interesting and dramatic details ahead. Days of Our Lives spoilers update the latest and hottest news for fans. Be sure to catch up on all the news from Duel.